Hi everybody, this is Miss Brinson and welcome to week 4. Can you believe it's week 4 and it's March already? Time is going by fast, and this week we have a few activities you're going to be working on and also your first exam. So I want to just go over a couple of things, make sure we're all on the same page, and make sure that we're moving in the right direction and we understand the basic dynamics of the class, how to move around and how to participate in discussions and upload documents and take your exam. So you have had the opportunity to experience all of that, but now is where the different activities you do and the exams you take are going to be worth a lot more points. So there's no time for confusion. We all need to be comfortable with what we're doing and comfortable with asking questions and seeking help before it's too late. Okay? So this is the front of our page. I've tried to enlarge my computer screen a little bit so you can see a little better. Let me bring it down one more. Okay, they have custom zoom. I'm sorry, I didn't do this ahead of time. Okay, let's try that. So we're going to go down to week 4, and you're going to see this interesting image right at the face of week 4. So this is a YouTube video I found that just gives you 1 minute or so on conception. Okay, so you're going to start the week off with that video and then move down and you'll see there's discussion activity. So the first one says conception and heredity YouTubes. So that's one of your assignments where you're going to find a YouTube video on heredity. You're going to watch it, and then you're going to post one comment on something new that you discovered about heredity. Okay? Inside this assignment, I also gave you a link to a video that I found.
Heredity is determined by genes, packets of information that direct the outcome of specific traits. Features like brown eyes or brown hair are determined by the interaction of at least 2 genes, one from each parent.
Okay, so you're going to watch that video on your own, and I put a little note there too. If the video does not open up and go straight to YouTube like it did for me, there's a little message you have to look for that says continue to video. Okay, so it can take you there. But for this, you're going to go to youtube.com on your own. In the search box right at the top. Let me see if I can show you that. Here we go. There's a search box right at the top, and you can just type in heredity. Okay? And when you do that, you're going to find the results. And see, the second one here is the one that I've already used, so you don't want to use that one. But you'll just find another one that's interesting to you, something that you might want to watch. You may end up watching a couple of them, and then you just pick one that you choose to talk about or write a comment about in your discussion activity for the week. Okay? So in order to post your discussion, you go down here where it says add a new discussion topic. Click that box, you write your subject, and your subject can be whatever you want it. It can be my thoughts on heredity. That's your choice. Okay? And that's your subject. And then you go down to the box, and this is where you type your message. Okay? Okay. Now, one thing I want to show you in this box is that you have an option to do spell check. Okay? You have left margin, center, you have numbering if you wanted to number it or do some bullet points here. You can change the color of your font, so you can just highlight if you want something in your message to really stand out. then you can change the color. You can make it bold. So it's pretty similar to typing inside of a Microsoft Word document. Okay. The reason why I'm sharing this is because I'm noticing a lot of, or some of the postings have misspelled words. So you also have the option to do spell check. So if you go over here, you'll see the, let me make sure you can see it. ABC with the check mark. This is your spell check. Okay? So you want to make sure you're doing spell check before you submit your assignment. If you wanted to make the link available of the video that you saw on YouTube, then all you have to do when you're in YouTube is go up, is you're going to copy and paste the link to the video. Okay? Let me see if I can show you a way to do that. Okay. So you did your message and you want to post to the form, so you post right here. I'm not going to do it because I don't want it to be on our page. But let's go back a minute and look, go to YouTube.
Heredity is determined by genes, packets of information that direct the outcome of specific traits.
Okay, over here, you'll notice to the right of the video in YouTube, you'll see where it says URL. If you copy that URL, so you just highlight it, you would then go to Edit, and you would click Copy. And then you go back to your class page where you were posting your message, and you will paste that link in there. So if you wanted your classmates to have a link to what YouTube video you watched, then you can provide that link for them. Okay? All right. So that's our discussion activity for this week. It's called Conception and Heredity YouTubes. The other thing I have posted here is that we have a live chat. It's scheduled for, oh, I didn't change the date in here. Okay. I'm going to change the date. It's scheduled for Sunday. And Sunday, I always have them on Sundays. So Sunday's date, however, will be March 7th. Okay? And if you click in here, it's going to tell you the next scheduled session is Sunday, March 7th at 7 o'clock p.m. It's only for 1 hour. When that day comes, you're going to click here to enter the chat now. And we're basically going to be communicating with each other, but it will be via, it's almost like sending text messages back and forth. However, the whole class can see it at the same time. So the main purpose of our chat for the week is to talk about the heredity assignment that you're going to do. It's just a practice activity on your own to help you understand heredity before you take the exam. So we will discuss the answers to that during our chat. Another reason why I want you to do a chat is to see the different methods of communicating with your classmates, because once we get started with our group activities, you as a group or individual want to figure out the best way to communicate with your classmates so that you guys are all sharing information. One thing that happens with emails is that eventually someone gets left out of the loop. And also you lose your method for tracking input from your classmates. So the methods that I'm showing you will allow you to keep the information. Any input that your classmates give towards your group activities, it will be saved and it will be available for everyone in your group to go back and view it at a later time. Okay, so that's just a little sidebar, a little information until we get to the actual group work, which that may be beginning next week. Okay, so I think I made that change to the date. Let's see if it's going to, yeah, there we go. Okay, so it now says Sunday, March 7th. Okay, so let's go down to lecture. You should know by now what I try to do is provide you with some type of summary of the chapter and also a PowerPoint. Okay? If we were in class, you will hear me talk